Hi and welcome back to my playthrough of Runebound, the 3rd edition. I was so proud about my error-free first episode of my playthrough. Then episode 2 showed up and yeah, there we are falling back to old habits. It was mainly one mistake, but this is a major one, and I really have to confess I never played it that way. And this error is all about this double token here. As you might remember, in the last 2 battles, one against Corbin, one against Eldermog, I more or less stacked 2 of those tokens. Against Eldermog it was even 4, I believe, or 3, I cannot really quite remember, but that's really not allowed. You are only allowed to stack 1 token on top of this double token. I really never played it that way, and I was fine up to now. Of course you're losing from time to time, but as you saw, losing or being defeated in Runebound is not overall that bad. And to be honest, I think that's kinda lame, but of course I will play it right as of now, and I'm really thankful that you are making me aware of. And this is really the time where I really prefer one single rulebook instead of having this learn to play booklet and then this rules reference guide here. I really prefer to have everything at a single glance. Of course, it's written here, I cannot deny that. I basically never checked it out. As I mentioned, I always played it the other way until now, and I didn't find it that hard. Of course, you're losing more often apparently, but also I didn't find that too problematic, to be honest. It can be tough at times, but yeah, as you see, you can get around that easily. But of course, I will now play it right as of now, and again, thanks for making me aware. I checked out both fights, so the fight of Corbin and the fight of Eldermog, and it seems that for Corbin it wouldn't have made any difference. So he would have been defeated either way, because I think it was only 1 token that was too many on this double token here, so he would ended up defeated anyway. It's a bit different for Eldermog because he collected 8 points of damage where he only should have taken 5, and this is something I can repair, and I think this is something I will repair. So let's just remove that wound token accordingly. I really want to apologize for this major rule mistake here. I will play it right as of now, and I think it's okay. We only had 2 fights up to now, so I'm really thankful that someone made me aware. I think it was Glanthor. Thanks again for helping me out that early in my playthrough. So I guess we can continue our round, and again we will start with Corbin here, and Corbin still possesses those supplies here, and he will be able to sell it at a town hex where he is. So you see that you may spend it in a town to trade in this card here. You see where this would be the case. So I have to spend an action, and in return I gain 2 coin, which isn't certainly not a bad thing for him. With his second action, I think he will just move. Originally I really thought of trying to defeat this enemy, or I guess there will be an enemy, but instead I think I will go for this quest here. So I will roll the movement dice. Theoretically I don't have to do that when I travel along the road, so it's 1, 2, 3. With a third action I will do the same, 1, 2 and 3, and this already concludes the turn of Corbin. I guess Eldermog will have to heal, but before we heal I think he will do a training action in order to gain new skill cards. His hand limit is 3, so he will draw 3 skill cards, and those are the 3 cards he drew. Circle of Protection, that's a pretty cool thing, so once per combat round I can exert and test Mind or Spirit to cancel search ability. That's pretty cool, and it seems I don't have to use a combat action for that. Cultural Immersion, once per turn, when you would draw an adventure card you may draw 1 card from the different adventure deck instead. Okay. And then we have Lay of the Land. Once per combat, as a combat action you may explore. Spend X to range symbols that match your hero your hex to flip X of your foe tokens. Wow, that's awesome. That's really a very cool thing. It's a combat action, but still it can really make a big difference if my enemy rolled whatever those double tokens or a lot of those skull tokens. This is great. This is certainly something I want to learn, but therefore I need 2 trophies. Right now I only have 1. Good thing is I can use any colored trophy, so this is really a very cool one. With my second action, I will move here to Suva's Rest and try to heal there. Remember, you can heal, or you entirely heal on non-wilderness hexes, which this rest obviously is. So let's see, not a problem. We have 1 plains, 1 wild, so we can move on to this tile here. And with the third action, I will rest and remove all of those wound tokens. Let's advance the time track, and this round we will flip all used or discovered adventure tokens on the board. So let's see, here, 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 here and there, and we have 2 more up in the north. Coming back to Corbin, he still wants to move into this greenwood forest, so let's roll the movement dice. I think I will use this one to move up there, this one to move up there, then I could really basically do both in a future turn, so I don't have to move again. So that's 1 and 2, and I could now do a explore action to do my quest, or I could flip this event, and I think I still have 2 more actions left, so I think I will rather flip this social adventure here. And again, he has to face an enemy, a cut purse. This enemy may spend 1 search to prevent its foe from recasting a token. X thief, your foe wow, max 2. He or she can exert X times to cancel this ability. Wow, this is tough. Of course it's only a 4, but I could really lose some money here, and my reward is only a 1. This really sucks, but yeah, I have to face it. So let's cast some tokens. Start with Corbin again. Okay, this really sucked. Oh, come on. I'm really okay. I have this agility, but he can use it to prevent its foe from recasting a token. Okay, recasting is not flipping. That's a good thing. Okay. I think overall that's not too bad. These are the tokens for the trickster. Yeah, I think that's really not that bad, to be honest. It could have been worse, of course, but yeah, we see he will now use this search in order to steal 1 gold, and yeah, he will clearly start this round, and I think yeah, he will do that accordingly. So he will now spend this search in order to steal 1 gold from Corbin. He can now exert to avoid that, so we will spend this. I think he will do that, and I think he will get rid of this dual wield. It's not that bad, but it needs 3 tokens, and right now I don't have any weapons, so not sure if I need that. So at least I prohibited, or I avoided to lose some gold. Now it's Corbin's turn, and he can now use this is what he will do. He will use his agility to flip this token on the other side. So this is spent. The opponent doesn't have a search token anyway, so we already spent it. So it's back over to the enemy. He will attack, I will defend, so no harm taken here. Then it's going back to Corbin. He will attack with 2, he will defend with 1, and this means the cut purse took his first damage, and I think this is already the end of the first combat round. So let's cast our tokens again. Okay, that's not too bad. These are 3 hits, or 3 potential hits. Let's cast the tokens for our enemy, and here we see 3 goldens. So yeah, he will go first. This time it's pretty clear. He will start by using those physical damage. I will defend with 1, so poor Corbin takes another, or his first wound. That's okay, I guess. So these are used. Then it's Corbin. He will use his physical damage. He will attack, and this means card purse takes 2 additional damage tokens. Next combat round. Okay, these are 2 points worth of damage. Okay, wow, this is tough for him, but I think he doesn't have a chance. So we go first because we have a tie here and I'm the attacker, so I will inflict 2 points of damage. He will defend with 1, which is enough to defeat that trickster there. Awesome! So Corbin gets 1 piece of gold as a reward, and he's also allowed to keep that card as a trophy, and this is really important for him in order to learn a skill. Nice. Okay, it's Eldamok. He will roll his movement dice. Oh, that's okay. I think he can use this die to travel along the road. He can use this die to travel here, and he will, or should he go there before? I think that's better, yeah. I think he will just move here to this adventure gem. With his remaining 2 actions, he will flip it. And here we have another quest. The Swamp Tales. When the moon is red, strange lights shine beneath the swamp. Explore Black Swing Swamp, which is not too far away, which is a good thing. So he can get no bonus if he really rolls poorly to ruin your favorite boots. Nice. We could discover an ancient chest and gain 3 gold. That's certainly a lot. And we can visit the city below. Become delayed to learn a skill in your hand for free. Discard this card. Also very, very nice. That's certainly something worth remembering. And as I mentioned, the Black Wing Swamp is not too far from here. So I think I will then move here. Then I will move here to the Echo Lake and then head over to the Black Wing Swamp in order to explore there, and maybe I will visit Tamalier to do some shopping in between. Okay, that sounds like a pretty decent plan for Eldamok. Let's move the time track. At the end of this round, nothing special will happen. And then we come back to Corbin. Before he will do his exploration action, I think he will take a training action because he's down to only 2 skill cards. And remember, you can use those skill cards to exert. So if I roll really poor, I would have 1 additional card available. So let's spend our very first action to draw 3 skill cards, and this one is really amazing. You may adventure by spending 1 action instead of 2, raised in the wild, but of course I have to spend 2 trophies for that. This is also cool. Unpredictable. Once per turn you may draw a skill. Also nice. This one you may use fist instead. This is also cool. This is cool for him especially because he has a 3. That's perfect for him. Of course, we would have to discard down to 3 cards, so I will certainly keep this one. I think I will keep this one, and I think I will also keep this one because this is a fighting skill. We need that. Those 2 cards will be discarded. And yeah, this was basically our training action. And before we continue, I will learn my first skill here as well. I will become intimidating. So during attribute tests, I may use my fist instead of the other ones. That's really nice. Of course, I have to give in one of my trophies, which I will do. Yeah, and the remaining cards will just stay on my hand. I can now decide to train again, to be honest, because I still have 1 more to go. No, I think with my second action I will do another train action. So let's draw 3 more cards, and really the idea this time is to have 1 more card in order to re-roll. Check of all trades. You may trigger each search ability twice during each combat round. Wow, this is nice when you roll your tokens, but I think that's not entirely great. Whenever your foe triggers a search before it resolves, deal your foe 1 magical damage. A counter charm. This is nice, but I cannot learn it. And here, once per combat round, as a combat action, you may recast any number of your unspent tokens. Oh, you cannot see. This is this one here. This is great, and I think for now I will just keep this card and will discard those two. Now I have 3 skill cards on my hand, and I think now it's time to roll some dice. Let's see. Okay, that's awesome. Wow, we could basically do both. We could do this, this, or this. This is great. This is great. So wander aimlessly, I think this is not that cool. Look into the pool of Arawa. Immediately resolve any exploration result on another quest you have. Take that quest, or we don't have another quest. Discover a buried artifact, gain 3 gold. So this is awesome. So we'll use here this wild. Here we have the forest symbol. This is awesome. Let's gain 3 more gold. We are still allowed to keep this card as a trophy. This is really important. Unfortunately, I don't have any skills with only one. Yeah, that only costs us 1 trophy, but that's certainly a very cool round for Corbin. Back to Eldamok. He will mosey into the Outlaw Glade, and there he will try to meet the Prince of Thieves. Again, we have to roll our exploration dice, so let's do that. Wow, okay, again he can use all of his choices here. This is awesome. 2 of those wild cards are of course perfect. So I guess he will try to secure an audience with a prince. Gain 3 gold if you have fewer than 5. Luckily we only have 4 golds, so Eldamok also gets 3 more coin, and of course he's also allowed to keep this card as a trophy. As he has now 2 trophies, he will learn Lay of the Land once per combat. As a combat action, you may explore, spend X terrain symbols that match your hex to flip X of your foe's token. So this is really nice and can really help him during a combat. Awesome. He could now mosey into this space, but I think he will rather stick to his plan to move down here to Echo Lake, later on over there to the Blackwing Swamp, and also will go to Tamalier, because in Tamalier is this notched axe here, which provides him an additional combat token with 2 axes. The other side is empty, but it also provides him +1 additional strength. So this costs only 5 as well, though this could really be a good thing. But he could also go for this noble steed, which would give him 2 additional terrain dice, so this could help him during movement or also during exploration. So this is also very nice, and he could afford both of those. So I think, yeah, he will stick to his plan. So he will roll his movement dice. These are 3. Oh no, that's okay. So that's 1 forest, that's here. Then we have 1 here. That's also okay, and he wants to go there, so maybe, sorry, he will spend now 1 of his cards. Yeah, I think he will exert. He will give away this Culturous Immersion to re-roll this die. Okay, this really didn't help him at all, and yeah, I think he will exert a second time. Why not? And re-roll it again. And again he's unlucky. Okay, that's then pretty much it. So he will have to stay where he is, but at least during his next turn he will be able to get into Echo Lake. Then it's already end of the round. We will advance the time track. Again we will see another story card. And here we have Wisdom of the Gods. Compared to the gods, even the greatest heroes are but a speck of dust in a windstorm. A story quest. Play 3 lore on this card. Awesome. If there is no more left on this card, remove the story quest token from the board and discard this card. And as an action, I can spend 1 trophy to take 1 lore from this card and train for free. So that's certainly not a bad thing. I have to find out where this spot is, to be honest. And this is actually here. So both heroes could go there. Eldamok is out of cards, but Corbin still has one. We really need those lore tokens, so we have to go there sooner or later anyway. It's quite a march for both of the heroes. Theoretically both could use the travel by road, so for example here, but he has his plans, so sooner or later he will get there anyway, so I think for him it's okay. And Corbin, I think as well, he wants to move out of this corner and move back into the center of the board to deal with some more of those adventure tokens. I guess I will end my playthrough for today. I really hope you are still enjoying it. Again, I'm apologizing for the rule mistake from episode 2. I really hope this time I did better. If not, again, please let me know and I will try to correct that as good as I can. And then hope to see you soon in my next episode of my playthrough of Runebound. And until then, bye bye.